So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector. And tonight we're joined by a band from California. Their name is Halfway to Neptune. And they're like an alternative pop punk band. And I have the whole band here with me. So, first of all, how are you tonight or afternoon?
Good.
We're doing great.
Yep.
Glad to be here.
How about yourself?
I'm doing great. So you guys are living the dream. At 14, I wish I was playing and putting out music. So I remember back in the 90s when I was your guys' age, Silverchair was the only band that was like 13 to 14 years old and had a record. So that was the dream back then. So for people that don't know the band, you guys just released last Friday your first EP called On This Wall. So tell us, your name and what you do in the band.
What's not over here?
My name is Eric. I'm the drummer of Halfway to Neptune. I've been in the band since the very beginning.
I'm Jacob. I'm the newest member. I play lead guitar and a little bit of backups here and there.
Cool.
I'm Madison. I am the lead vocalist and the rhythm guitarist. I've been in Halfway to Neptune since I think 2019.
And I'm Blake, the bassist of Halfway to Neptune, and I've been here since the beginning.
Awesome. So yeah, right now you guys have two music videos. One is for Night Driving, which I quite enjoyed, and I liked it because Madison had a Deftones shirt, and that's my favorite band.
Yeah, I love Deftones.
Yes, well, who doesn't? Apparently, there's people that don't like Deftones, but yeah. So
Right.
yes, so you guys, where in California are you based?
So we practice either at Eric's house in Ontario, or we practice at our studio in
Fontana.
Laverne or Fontana.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, so we practice at those two locations, but we play gigs all around Southern California, and we're looking to expand to NorCal and also San Diego, that area. So yeah.
Yeah, and so you guys are, three of you are 17 and one guitar player is 14. So yes, I know you're 14, and on the promo you had a shirt that said that you are afraid of girls.
Yes. Yes, I have a bright blue shirt in plain lettering that says, I am afraid of women. And it's a very big hit. You do not know how many compliments I get on it.
Yes, yeah, no, yeah, at that age, yeah, I was afraid of women too. So how did you guys, I know you guys like pop punk and alternative. Tell us a little bit about your musical influences.
So essentially we got a lot of influence from obviously at the pop punk side, like Sum 41, Blink 182. But since we also have a female frontman singer, we get the opportunity to go deeper into like Paramore, Evanescence, kind of expand the horizon between the pop punk and the emo scenes, put it into one, make something out of it.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Paramore, because there's a song on the record called "Fall Away." It sounded like vintage Paramore, the way you're singing the track. So I got Paramore vibe. So yeah, and there's all the tracks have something different flavor to them. I really think Night Driving works as a single. What's that song like? Madison, do you write most of the lyrics, or is it a group effort?
I write all the lyrics for REP and then also for some of our upcoming songs. So Night Driving was kind of based around the fact that actually, if you listen to the lyrics of the majority of the songs on our EP, they tend to be a little intense at some points. But Night Driving is kind of, I was influenced by letting go and trying to explore happiness and trying to explore. Yeah, also that too. So I like driving at night. So I mean, like, that's something that makes me happy. So it's just trying to find, your inner peace, what makes you happy. And for me, it's playing music with my friends and my bandmates, and yeah.
Yeah, Night Driving is more fun now because you have GPS and you know where to go. But back in my time, if you did Night Driving and you got lost, then you would be like, where the hell am I? So now it's it's safer. But yeah, it's a catchy track. I think it has all the elements that this EP has. But the other song that you had with a video is "Watch Me Burn," and that was a little bit more, more aggressive. Tell me a little bit about that one.
Watch Me Burn, basically I wrote about moving beyond people who have hurt you and realizing that you're so much more than, you know, their words. So it's like someone's trying to bring you down and you just, yeah, basically it's just moving past those people because they don't matter, and just saying, hey, watch me burn. I don't care. You're trying to hurt me, trying to light me on fire. You can just watch me burn.
Watch this.
Like that, basically.
Nice. So right now, I know you had an EP release, I think last Friday, right?
Yes.
How did that go?
It was
Pretty amazing.
It was great. It was at the Cosmo Ultra Lounge down in downtown Pomona. Amazing turnout. We never thought we'd have something like it. I think we sold around 330 something tickets. It was packed the whole house. A lot of fun. We got to play with some of our favorite bands that opened up for us, and yeah, it was a great time.
Oh yeah, no, it sounded like a great time. So you said that you are currently working on more music. What can we expect from Halfway to Neptune? Is this going to be this year, or are you planning more for next year because you already have the EP right now?
Next January.
This year we're working on like learning how to make songs better, more efficient, more like put more out there, you know.
Hey, you're doing me at 17. I didn't put anything out, so so that's a lot. Like what's the process for you guys? You know, you're young, you're learning the process of crafting songs. How do you go about crafting a song?
Most of the time, it's either me or Eric just jamming out some random stuff in our rooms or in our practice rooms. And if we find something that like brews, we like put a structure to it, and then we send it to each other. And then once that's all finished, we show it to them.
I also
and then she writes lyrics.
I also write lyrics. I've written some of Jacob's helped me out with the leads, but a lot of the times also Jacob and I jam. For example, I think On These Walls, him and I, we were literally just jamming out in the practice room, and then I had some chords that I was like, hey Jacob, I want a lead, and he wrote a lead right then and there in practice. Same with Watch Me Burn, and same with Stay Alive.
Yes.
So that was really cool. It's sometimes we can just get together and you know, create music.
Our creative minds mesh so well that it's like awesome. It's something different, to be honest.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. Madison, like for you, like with this your singing style, I know you mentioned Paramore, but is there any other artists that influence the way you like to sing?
Yeah, for sure. So already Amy Lee, Haley Williams. I also really like Kellen Quinn, even though he's a male singer. He's definitely a mezzo soprano. Same with Vic Fuentes of Pierce the Veil. They have really intense, very riff heavy vocals. I'm mainly inspired by the early 2000s nu metal vocalists, also Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit. But I'm also inspired by you know, the early 2010s scrams, emo, pop punk, kind of all the music that we write too.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I don't hear any new metal right there, but yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you guys are in the good thing about being your age now is I think that first of all you have so much access to music because it's so easy to listen to music, but it's good to see young people appreciate music because it's right now, you know, it's not I think it has devalued because of the streaming, but you mentioned all those bands that you like different genres. Like it's cool that you listen to new metal, emo. I'm guessing you some 90s stuff as well. Well, you have a Queen shirt. So nice. So what about other members in the band? Like any musicians that inspired you?
Yes.
Oh God, here we go, Jacob.
Oh God.
So I have an entire list. So number one on my list is Randy Rhoads from Ozzy Osbourne back in the 80s.
Oh yeah, I know who he was. Yeah.
Number two is Matt Bellamy from Muse. He is like my number one go-to guy for them cool riffs and like catchy, fun, awesome, and cool chord structures and chord progressions. And then number 3 is Jimi Hendrix because he revolutionized guitar itself. And it's just like,
Oh yeah, I agree. But don't watch the review I had from the last Muse album because I wasn't kind to it.
yeah, I agree with you.
It was a disappointment for me. So what about the other members, like musicians that inspired you?
So I can give 2 right now. I mean, I have plenty of drummers who inspire me for my own personal stuff. For the band, every drum track I write comes from 2 artists that play the drums. The first person I listen to all the time is Travis Barker from Blink-182. I noticed you were wearing a Blink shirt right now, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna see him soon. But Travis
I've
Barker.
never seen them.
Oh,
Really?
they're really good live.
They are so
so
good. live.
good. We saw their Los Angeles show. It was great.
But I take a lot of his pop punk grooves, a lot of his complicated stickings, and I take that in our music. And the second drummer that you probably wouldn't know is the drummer of I Prevail. He gives more like heavier,
You
like
know who I
sounding-
Prevail is? Yeah, I know
Yeah.
they did a cover of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So I take the heavier aspects of I Prevail and the pop punk aspects of Blink-182, and I mesh it together to give that emo and pop punk sound that we have today on our drums.
Nice. What about the dude on the bass?
Me, well, okay, so it's kind of weird, really, because I don't really incorporate it a lot, but I'd say Electric Light Orchestra, because in my opinion, they have the greatest, like, I don't know how you put it, kind of like how the sound, like the tune, like, kind of like how it all comes together in like their songs, like
Mhm.
the order of how they play things, basically. I forgot what it's called, but
The
something
song
like,
structure?
yeah, the
Yeah,
song
song
structure. And then I'd say for like bass sound effects, I'd say Jamiroquai because they have like the funkiest
Oh
ass
wow,
bass I've ever-
Jamiroquai. That's a name
Yeah,
I've
that's like
heard
one of
in
my
a long
favorite
time.
bands of all time. Really?
Oh yeah, I haven't. I just remember that video where he's walking. Yeah, but yeah, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. So when you guys do play at shows, because you're all underage, like is it at bars? Where do you guys play?
Yeah, we play. Yeah,
Almost
yeah, we
Everywhere.
play
Like
everywhere.
everywhere.
Well, I mean, we
So-
have played at bars. We just have to get X's on our hands, but we're also we're planning to play our first festival on July 21st. This year it's called the It Was Never a Phase Festival. Speaking of emo, it's an emo centered festival. There's going to be a lot of cover bands like Blink-182. I think there's Green Day. I think there's My Chemical Romance too. So we're going to be there.
Wow, Green Day's
Um, it's like a Green Day cover band, but it's just for all lovers of emo music. We've also played at the House of Blues in Anaheim and
Oh,
the Whiskey
nice.
Go Go in Hollywood. Those are amazing venues. Yeah, we recently played at Chain Reaction. That was really fun, and it was really cool to see all the band shirts on the wall of all the bands that have played there. Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
no.
we just play anywhere, honestly.
Yeah, I know, but I imagine, because they're so strict over here. Here in Puerto Rico, I think they would let you play, and they would even ask you just play. But over there, I know that it's very strict. But yeah, it's cool that you guys get
Wow.
to play. So I want to show the artwork of the EP. Here it is on these walls. Is that you on the cover, or do you have someone else on the cover?
No, that's Eric's friend, Kayla.
My cousin.
Cousin. Yeah.
It's Eric's cousin Kayla.
Yeah.
So when we were thinking of the EP,
Mhm.
the first thing we wanted to think of is the name and incorporate it into the actual artwork. The name is on these walls, and if you listen to the lyrics, there's a line right after the very first line that says, "And the mirrors are painted black." We took that line and we said, okay, let's use that line, transfer it into our EP cover, and then we made this. When we were making it, I was trying to find the best person that would incorporate it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry if you're watching this, to the person who's on this cover. I was thinking of the most emo person I knew on this planet. So I said, okay, I know who it is. I messaged her, we made it happen, photo shoot happened, and this is how the artwork came to be.
You know, you could have just put on a wig and
Eric.
Oh, I was what? Is that her real hair, or did she put on a wig?
Oh yes, that's her real hair.
That's her
That's
real
her
hair.
hair, yeah.
Nice. It's a cool cover, and yeah, I know you mentioned something about the painted walls and different on the song. So yeah, so you know that for people like, do you have like physical copies of it, or where can they get?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you come to our upcoming shows this summer and after that, even just any upcoming shows where we have merch booths, we're gonna have CDs you can buy. And even later, they're not here yet, but even later we'll have vinyls as well.
Oh,
So you can buy
wow.
CDs and vinyls of the EP. And I guess while you're at it, we have merchandise too. You can find all that upcoming shows that we play at.
Wow, you
Yeah.
guys you have the merchandise, the vinyl, everything, and you're
Yeah.
working on a full-length record.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, so anything you can tell us about the direction you're getting on the are you gonna keep
Yes.
the sound of this, or are you gonna evolve a little bit with the sound?
So
Oh,
it's funny you say that. I wanted to say it earlier, but I didn't get to it. On these walls was a project to really find our sound and really get us out there. And he was talking about how we're going to take a long break and go on hiatus until January to release music. The reason why we're doing that is we'll still be playing shows, but we really want to solidify our sound and really get better at like the songwriting process. So hopefully when we do release new music, you're going to hear not a totally different band, but you're going to hear a more solidified sound. All the tracks are going to blend in a lot more. You're going to hear more of like two genres than all the songs having, you know, little aspects here and there. But for the future, just expect a brand new sound, more solidified album, and a lot more to come out of it.
one thing that I also really enjoy about this band is that we take all of our influences and, like he said, Electric Light Orchestra compared to Blink-182, compared to Muse, compared to Evanescence, we just mesh into one, and that's what Eric said that we're gonna work on before our record coming out. I think that's really cool about our sound, is that we can create something that has a little bit of everything, and even though we're sticking to pop punk emo, it has its own personality, and I really like that about our music.
Awesome. So yeah, no, I like it too. It's a very catchy songs and very well performed. So if this is, you know, the first EPs and you guys are just like honing your craft, so yeah, it will get better. So yeah, that's a good thing. So so before I let you guys go, like I'll ask everyone in each members I did when I first started the channel, I did like a video where we would it's the video is like you're in a desert island, but you have a record player or something to play. Like which I used to say 5 albums, but since you're 4 people, I'll say which 3 albums would you take to that island and why? Who wants to start?
I love the question. I've actually answered this many times from different people. So a lot of the bands I'm gonna mention right now, you probably have never heard of unless you were in the underground emo scene. The first band I'm gonna take for an album is gonna be Say Hello to Sunshine by Finch.
Oh, Finches.
My favorite, I could play them for hours and hours.
Yeah, they had that
Right
song
after
on the Underworld record also, like What It Is to Burn.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not that old.
Yes, yes. I love that band to death. So I'm gonna take that album for number 1. For number 2, I'm gonna take this is a hard one. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take Caprahella by Pierce the Veil. That song has a lot of really good drum tracks on it, a lot of heavy tones, and I actually take a lot of inspiration and songwriting from that album specifically into our music.
Nice.
And then number 3, I'm gonna take what's that Blink album that had the Street Light on there.
Oh, that's Take Off Your
Take Off Your
Pants.
Pants
Take Off Your
Jacket.
Pants and Jacket by Blink-182. Those are my
Yeah.
3 albums that I'll take.
Nice. And the
Okay,
first one
from-
that you mentioned is the one that has like a house on a tree.
What?
Yes.
Oh, that's Climb with the Sky, I think, right?
Yeah.
That's Comet in the Sky.
Oh,
What I like,
yeah, but
What?
I need to finish. Yeah, so okay. So see, I'm not that old. I know a lot of like new that's not even a new band, man.
no, not at all. They're old. Their first album came out 2002.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that band. So what about you, Madison? What free records would you take?
Me?
Or yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll go you first.
Do you want to go for me? Okay, cool. Okay. Number one, I'd probably say I think it's you brought me your bullets, I brought you my love. I call it bullets, but it's My Chemical Romance's debut album. It's
Oh.
very inspired by the 80s hardcore emotional punk scene. And I think that's really unique about their sound. I mean, they've evolved since then. Like if you listen to Bullets and then you listen to their latest Foundations of Decay, or if you listen to Danger Days, it's so different. But I really like their
Danger
unique
Days
sound.
album sucked.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Let's
Yeah.
see what else. I would probably do Flair for the Dramatic by Pierce the Veil. That's also their debut album. I love how unique that one is. It's the song structure, the production, all of it is just so good. Vic's vocals are amazing. And again, like I said, I'm influenced by Vic Fuentes. It's just, I love that sound. It's really cool. I'm also really into I'd say like metalcore music and like the hardcore scene. I think for my last one, it's kind of a recent album. I'd have to say Eternal Blue by Spirit Box, if you know Spirit Box.
I have that album on vinyl. Yeah. That's
I love that album. It's good. I'm also inspired by Courtney LaPlante. She's amazing. I've seen her live 3 times. But I just love the blend of the what do they call, like the distressed vocals with Courtney's voice. I think that's really cool. And also the experimental guitar and bass and all that. I think those have to be my 3 albums. It's really hard for me because my music taste is everywhere. But
no,
yeah,
that's cool. Who wants to? Yeah, you can go.
Okay, so I actually do collect vinyls, so I kind of know a few that I would want already. One that I do have is All Over the World by Electric Light Orchestra. Now, it's funny because I think this is the first album that I've actually like listened to all the way through and liked every single song on it.
Oh wow.
So that's definitely worth taking. And then for my second one, it's kind of a tie between 2 different ones, either The Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd or
I have that one on
Traveling
vinyl.
Without by Jamiroquai.
Nice.
Because the 2 and 2 kind of go hand in hand. Like the Jamiroquai one, it has like more, like the songs in there are better in my opinion, but there's not as many I like as in the Pink Floyd album.
Yeah, I'm
So it's
just
kinda
thankful that you like Jamiroquai. Like I'm like I didn't even know that people still listen to Jamiroquai. So,
I
but
didn't either. I haven't that many fans.
yeah,
I'd say for my last album, Hawaii Part 2 by Miracle Musical. You probably haven't heard of it at
no,
all.
I don't know that one. Yeah,
But it's just like probably the weirdest album I've ever heard. Like it's so unique. Like I feel like I'd need to have it on that island because if I listen to it, I feel like my music taste will like refresh so I could listen to the other 2. And then like it's just so completely different. It's so strange to me. I love it.
awesome.
Okay. So, sorry, Eric. My number 1 album I would take is A Night at the Opera by Queen. Only because Queen is the reason why I started playing guitar and is the reason why I chose to take a career in music. Freddie Mercury and Brian May are awesome. My second album would probably be Black Holes and Revelations by Muse. only because of Supermassive Black Hole and Nights of Sidonia. Those are like two awesome tracks.
Twilight reference.
Yes, Twilight reference. And Starlight. My third album would probably be Self-Titled by Blink-182. That's my favorite album from them, and Blink-182 is like my third favorite band of all time.
Nice, good choices. So, I want to thank you guys, for taking some time to chat with me. So before I let you go, like, what would you like to say to the fans of Halfway to Neptune?
I just want to say thank you for all the support and all the love we've received over the past couple of years that we've been a band. I know we're new, but we have received such astounding support from our fans. Like Eric said, we sold over 330 tickets at our EP release party. That's incredible. You want to say something?
Get ready for 2025, folks.
Yes,
You're gonna be hearing a different band.
1000%. We all love you guys. Please do not hate on us because we changed our sound. That happens a lot, and we love you guys, and we're loyalty fans. Please, thank you.
Do not hate them. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.